somewhat lifelike Tom Brady mask that made his debut at the Pirates' season opener return on Monday in Houston. The man behind the mask is Dan Worthington, and he was quite a hit with fans and even interacted with some of the players. The mask, complete with real hair, took roughly a month to make.
I wonder how Tom Brady felt about it.
He can't talk, though. It's a mask. It's time to get your pet questions answered. UW veterinarian Sandi Sawchuck is here, 270-9933. Good to see you again.
Sandy.
Nice to be here.
We have lots of calls, so let's get right to them.
All right.
We will start with Joel. Joel in Middleton. Hi, Joel.
Hi there.
What's your question?
I've got a Siberian Malamute mix with this
Controlled
ridge
nerves?
of dry skin on the bulb of his nose, right where the hair on the bridge hits the nose. I've been putting Vaseline on it.
Well, there's a couple of things that I would be thinking about. There's a condition that is fairly common in dogs. It's actually an immune problem that's called pemphigus foliaceus, and it can be right on the bridge of the nose. Sometimes you'll start to see some changes in actually the leather part of the nose as well. And it's often it's just diagnosed by visually looking at the dog. And there's some things that we can do with either topical steroids, sometimes extra vitamin E and so on like that. But that would be something to check with your veterinarian on. The other thing that I would be looking into is just to make sure, since your dog has a northern breed background, is that you start looking into, is your dog zinc deficient? We see a lot of these dogs, for whatever reason, need extra zinc in their diet because it can result in crusting skin problems, and it can be on the nose, the ears, and multiple places, but that may be very early in starting with something like that. So
Zinc.
I think it may be something that could be managed very easily. Probably not with Vaseline, though. Yeah.
Elaine was on the line, but she hung up, but I'm going to ask her a question. She has orange rings around her dog's eyes.
You know, this is really common, especially in light-coated dogs, because anything that can cause tearing will, the hair will be wet, and dogs' tears contain a chemical called porphyrins, and when it reacts to light, it turns that rusty brown color. We'll also see this in spots where dogs lick, so like if they have allergies and they're licking their feet, or sometimes around their mouth, if they've got a mustache, you will see some browning there. So the question I have for the owner is, what's causing this dog's eyes to tear this much that it's staining the hair? Usually it means that there's hair in contact with the eyes, or there's some eye inflammation, and so getting the eyes checked out. So it may not just be a cosmetic problem, there may be a medical problem there.
All right.
All right, let's go to Julie in Madison. Hi, Julie, what's your question?
Hi. Thanks so much for taking my call. I just
welcome.
really was hoping that she'd be on today, and here we are. So anyway, I have boxers, and I have one, and I understand this can be a problem, but I'm not sure if it's serious or not, but their lower gums seem to grow up over their bottom teeth.
Yes,
And is that something that needs to be dealt with, or is it going to be okay the way it is?
Well, it is something that needs to be dealt with. What this is called is gingival hyperplasia, which just means the gums are getting bigger. And we see this in boxers, in a lot of the bully breeds, like my English bulldogs will get it as well. And we can also see it caused by certain medications that a dog may be on, for either blood pressure medications or some that we use for treating allergic problems. It's something called cyclosporine. So why we have to get this under control is that when those gums are growing up over the teeth, it's creating what's called pseudo pockets, or areas where food and bacteria can get trapped and can cause pretty severe periodontal disease. And so what you would probably need to do, I'm not sure if your veterinarian would be comfortable with this, but we do a procedure called gingival recontouring, where they take all that extra gum tissue off. The dog's a little uncomfortable for a few days, needs to probably be on a soft diet, and it may have to be done a couple of times throughout the dog's life. But I'd be getting that looked into.
Okay. Gingival
hyperplasia. Yep.
All right.
We like to have big names.
Yeah, fancy names. Kevin in Madison. Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
Hi, what's your question?
Yeah, I'd like to know the use of Benadryl in a subdermal dosing for cats for allergies. Is it fairly safe? And if so, how long can it be done for?
Yeah, Benadryl typically in our dog and cat population doesn't work that well. Benadryl is diphenhydramine. You don't have to use the brand name Benadryl. We typically give it orally if we're going to be giving it. But we find that dogs and cats have other allergy mediators than histamine, and Benadryl is an antihistamine. So we often have to jump to other drugs that are going to help control the itch with allergies. And I'd be making sure that you are ruling out things like food allergies, parasites, and so on, to make sure that we're not just covering up the itch by trying to give them an antihistamine.
Okay.
All right, let's try to get Chris in Baraboo in. Hi, Chris, what's your question?
Hi, Susan. Thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome.
I've got a 7-pound little Shih Tzu mix. The other day, he ate 2 full grapes. And we went online and had conflicting information. What does the vet recommend for grapes and raisins?
Do not feed them to dogs. They are very, very toxic to dogs, and it can cause problems with their kidneys, and they can go into kidney failure. It's a very unique problem. We really haven't identified what the toxic agent is, but it is unique to dogs. So avoiding all grapes, all raisins, because it does take a few, and it really depends on the dog. Some are more sensitive than others. So, you know, if you have those in your home, make sure that you keep them out of reach for your dogs.
But if a Shih Tzu mix ate 2 grapes, you think it would...
Probably not a problem, but
gotta
you know,
watch it.
I would still be very careful, and you may want to go in and get some blood work done just to make sure that we're not already on the way of having some kidney disease.
In that little amount.
Even that little amount, I'd be careful, because every dog's an individual.
Yeah. All right, Sue in Sauk City. Hi, Sue.
Hi. What I was going to ask is, do anal glands always need suppressing?
Oh, well, thank goodness they don't, because that's like the worst thing for veterinarians and our technicians to have to do. But most dogs, they will empty just when they're having a bowel movement, and you don't have to ever deal with it. But it really depends on the dog. Some dogs anatomically have more troubles with them than others and have to be taken care of. Last night, 2 in the morning, my husband woke me up and said that one of our dogs was scooting and needed his anal glands expressed.
Go ahead, honey.
Yeah, 2 in the morning. And I just said, it can wait.
We couldn't get through a segment without anal glands.
I know, it has to come up.
But
yes.
don't do it yourself. You want to have a professional.
Yes, and you want to
You
do
don't
it
wanna do it.
rectally rather than externally, because that can cause a lot of discomfort for the dog. And that's what a lot of groomers do, is external expression.
One of your patients has a birthday today.
Oh,
Miss
I
Lola.
know.
Happy
There
birthday,
she
Lola. There
is.
she is with her special birthday scarf. She's 11 years old.
Isn't she beautiful? She has aged so well.
Yes, she
She's
really
still a little
has.
puppy.
She is.
She runs
Yep.
around, yeah. Happy birthday, little girl.
They
All
grow
right,
up
Sandy.
so fast.
Sandy, thanks for coming in.
You're
Good to see you,
welcome.
See you next time. And thank you, everyone, for calling in. We'll be right back with a final check of your forecast.
The biggest and best RV event in the Midwest is back. The WISC TV Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale. See over a mile's worth of RVs and camping equipment under one roof. Tickets are just $8 and kids are free. Seniors, you're welcome at half price on Friday. Don't miss the Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale in the Exhibition Hall at the Alliant Energy Center, February 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
$77 sales event at Mad City Mitsubishi is selling too many cars.
We are running out of cars, so we need your trade-in.
We don't care how old it is.
What condition it's in.
We don't even care if it runs.
Push, pull, or drag it in.
Mad City Mitsubishi will give you $5,216 towards the purchase of a brand new 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander.
We don't care what other dealers say your car is worth.
Mad City will give you $5,216.
They set me up with easy payments on a great car.
Thank you, Mad City.
But wait, there's more.
Every new Mitsubishi comes with the biggest and best warranty Madison has ever seen.
30-year, 300